So my name's David Yarrow. I'm a photographer. I was an investment banker, a hedge fund manager in my 20s, 30s, 40s. And then I had a career change about 15 years ago. So the first people I photographed were Swiss skiers. I was a sports photographer. I did the Olympics in Calgary in 1988. I did the World Ski Championships in Crom, Montana in 1987. But a lot of people with university degrees were getting picked up by Wall Street firms. I set up my own business in finance. It's the first time actually about UBP. And we ran a hedge fund from 1997. But I was employing a lot of people and not really enjoying my life. It's very difficult to go and earn a lot of money as a photographer. The average photographer in the world earns $35,000. I had to earn, close to $1 million a year as a photographer, which is very, very challenging. Very, very few do it. So I spent 4 years working on a business plan as to how I could do that. I did 2 jobs for a while, but you can never do 2 jobs at once. And then I took one picture, which I felt was strong enough, and people wanted to spend money on the picture. I took it in the Civil War in South Sudan 12 years ago, and that gave me the courage to sell my business, and it was the best decision of my life. The Maradona picture, which I took in the World Cup final in 1986 in the Argentina-West Germany game, is probably the picture my most famous picture, which is rather embarrassing for the rest of my life, but it's such a well-known picture and beloved by people in Buenos Aires and also in Napoli in Italy, where he is like Jesus in Napoli. And I took that with a camera that cost about $100. That was all my camera cost in 1986. And it's now, I think, the 3rd best selling sports photograph of all time after 2 of Muhammad Ali. The creative process for any creative is not prescriptive. You cannot buy a book to say, this is the way to do it. You just do what is right for you. You have to be constant in your commitment to excellence and be very tough on yourself. I am so bad so many times. I maybe take 5 good pictures a year, 5 strong pictures a year. People will be staggered to hear that, but I see these photographers that say, I've just taken 16,000 pictures in Africa. I can't wait to go through them all. I went to Africa recently and I took 16 pictures because there was nothing to photograph. 80% of our revenue comes from 20% of our shots. So it's the oldest rule in the book, but those shots are going to be very strong. The key to photography is emotion. If a photograph doesn't elicit emotion, you may as well not look at it. Number 1, research is an integral part of investment banking, integral part of asset management. It's not often talked about because it's unglamorous, but we only photograph maybe about 70 days a year. And I've got a team of 10 people. So an awful lot of the other 280 days are spent on research. That's number 1. Number 2, metadata. We look at everything in terms of the profitability, return on capital employed of everything we do. So we invest in a year in our photographs, maybe something in the region of $3.5 million we spend on original content. The precision of which we allocate that $3.5 million are skills I learned from investment banking. And thirdly, it's a people's business. Investment banking or asset management is a people's business. It's about getting on with people, trusting people, investing emotionally in people. And then when it comes to it, a bit of experience. What I do is exactly the same thing. It's discipline, common sense, and experience. This is one of the most beautiful offices I've ever been into. It's a beautiful, look at this view. It's a stunning location. Everywhere else around the world where my art is being shown, with the exception of a few five-star hotels, the whole premise of the building is to show art. The premise of UBP in Monaco is to do business and look after your customers and have conversations and have board meetings. It's not to show art. So I think it's remarkable that they've been able to show it as well as this. It is the constancy in the commitment to the pursuit of excellence. And that should last until the day you die. I don't think Clint Eastwood or Martin Scorsese have lost their constancy and their commitment to the pursuit of excellence. And it's because they just want to be the best that they can be. I want to leave a legacy that's as strong as possible and to meet extraordinary people. You must be authentic. The core word in art is authenticity. You've got to have your unique DNA, as I'm sure UBP does. You can't just be like what everyone else is doing. You have to differentiate. Let others try and copy you, but you must be authentic. Work hard, play hard.